Good morning. Welcome to Lori's DIY Life. This is Lori. So I made this box yesterday from the Terrific Treats Tonic Kit. I didn't decorate it, and I know I'm supposed to decorate it before I put it together. Well, at least that's what they recommend. But I did want to finish the box in one video. So I'm going to take the ribbon out. And I'm going to decorate it now. Now what I'm going to do is so you get an idea of what it's going to look like. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm going to go ahead and decorate using basically all of the dies. So I'm going to have two different, but this way you can see what this one looks like, and you can see what this one looks like, and you can see what this one looks like, and you can see what this one looks like. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I will do. Now I'm going to do my background in the blue, and I'm going to do the detail in the pink. I used the Violet Studios paper for this. It's pretty thin, and I was going to use a sturdier paper to decorate, but it's actually holding really well. I mean, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use, since I've got the curve and I didn't decorate before I put it all together, I figured I'd be better off going ahead and using paper that is thin, and I liked these colors, and so I figured I would use these colors. I was going to do it this way, but I think I'm going to use the pink in the background and the blue in the foreground, and that way you can see the decorations. So what I need to do now is get everything lined up on my plates so that I can send it through. So basically what I'm going to do is run these through. And if I want to cover all of it, this one and this one, I'm going to need 4 of these. This is going to be for these sides, so I'm going to need 2 of those. And then I guess I don't need the main masterpieces. I need this. I need these for these. So I need 2 of those. And then I need 2 of these. And then I need 2 of these to go here. So I'm going to have to run this through twice. Now, here's the thing to remember. If you're going to do both sides of these, you'll need 4. These two are different. So I'm using the different so that you can see the difference in them. But if you're doing it, you're going to have to choose one, right? Because you're going to want it to match up. So you would have to choose one, and then you'd have to run it either 2 times or 4 times. Most of this stuff has 2 times anyways. Because I'm doing both, I should still be at 2 times with that. So I'm going to go ahead and run them through the 2 times, and then I will come back and show you how they turned out. Okay, I run it through twice. This paper likes to stick to the top, but I wanted to show you the difference in these, because these are the ones from this die with the little holes, and this is the one where it's just plain. And so here's what I thought, in case you don't want to have to run it through 4 times or 2 times with just one, well, 4 times, you could actually do, say, the plain ones here on the bottom, and then these ones here on the top, and that would work, right? That's what I figured. So now I ran it through twice. Everything's turned out really well. Of course, this paper is super thin, so so it's not an issue. Let's see. I wasn't worried about it, but just so you know, everything did turn out really well. Everything went through real easy. You know what I'm wondering is this paper just, it's like sticking to this. It's like it's just got all this electricity or whatever in it, and it's just sticking like crazy. Now we have to do the decorative pieces. So the decorative pieces, you're pretty much going to have to bring these dies back in, because these are going to do panels, right? So you got to bring these back in and then put these inside it. This is where you should tape it up so that if there's a slip, you don't have to worry about running your dies all together, if that makes. You don't want this one to go up over this one, or this one to go underneath that one, or okay. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to put this one into the plain one, and I'm going to put the flowers into the one with the dots. I don't know why. I probably should do it the other way, huh? Doesn't it make more sense for this to be with the dots? I think. And that, because this is already going to be fancier. So we'll do it that way. Okay. And then this. Now here's where I'm going to have to run it through twice, but I am going to do the other one the next time. And here. Okay, so that's not gonna work. So that's gonna have to be cut out separate. This one they don't have a fancy die for. What am I missing? I guess that's it. That's it for the fancy. So oh, I want to tape them. You just want to try to line it up as best as you can. And it's better if you can stand right over it and be looking. But then I'd be blocking your view, wouldn't I? So I don't know if any of you have kids going back to school today. They go back to school here today. And you know, it's sometimes the first days are just, they can just be tough on all of us, right? The parents, everybody. It just can be. So this does not have a fancy part 2. So I need to tape this down. I'm getting old tape and I've got this thing that I stick it on. Unfortunately, the phone's on it. That's the phone holder. And so I'm just going to bring this up. Whenever I grab the tape, it makes the phone wiggle. I'm sorry about that. You know, my kids, I have 2 boys, and they're grown now, and I have grandkids and everything, but when they went to school, kindergarten, back then kindergarten was just half a day, and when I took my first one, I thought, oh, this is going to be so hard, and I'm going to cry, and it's going to be so hard to leave him. And the school just made it so easy, and the teacher that he got, you know, was just so easy. So it didn't end up being a problem. You know, he didn't have any trouble. I didn't have any trouble. Left him fine. And, you know, I ended up volunteering in the classroom and stuff. And, I mean, he had the most amazing teacher. I'm telling you, you could not have got better than her for a teacher. And so, yeah, it's a very good experience. And then, lo and behold, here come, I mean, we did great through kindergarten. No issues, no problems, nothing. And, you know, I still had my little one, my youngest one at home. So, I had no idea. I wasn't prepared. I didn't even realize it was going to happen. But first grade, the first day of first grade, now he's going for a full day. It's not a half day anymore. He's getting there, and all his friends are there, and he's so happy to see everybody. And, you know, it was great. And who do you think couldn't handle it? Mom. Oh my gosh, my baby's not a baby anymore. He's not in kindergarten no more. Look at him with his friends talking about the summer and what they did. And, you know, he could care less about, you know, that I'm sitting here, and he don't care about saying goodbye. And he's going to be gone all day now. And, oh my goodness, I was a mess. And I don't know why. Now, can you believe that this did not cut all the way through in this thin paper? What did I do wrong? I don't know what happened here. I'm going to cut it out first and then trim it with this paper. It shouldn't have been an issue. This paper's so thin. I keep that one out. Well, I'll come back and clean it up. Look at that, it didn't cut all the way through. I'm going to have to be careful with these. But I got to cut another set of them. Basically, we need another set of everything. So I need to be sure this time I'll run it back through. So I'm going to put this here. Yep, I bawled my eyes out. His first day of first grade. I sure did. And I was an involved mom. So I was on the PTA board, all that stuff. So you wouldn't have thought I'd have had a hard time with it. But I did. I was very fortunate to be able to stay home with my kids when they were little. And I felt bad for, you know, a lot of the parents that had to work and weren't able to. Some of them had a hard time with some of that stuff. And, you know, you always make friends with your kids' friends' parents. And so whenever something was going on at the school, if some of the parents couldn't show up, because a lot of times this stuff was done during the day, and sometimes these schools will just assume that the parents can take off of work and come, and you know that's not always the case. But back then where we lived was kind of out in the boonies, and it was a little drive to get to their school. So I think that's why they tried to do a lot of stuff during the day. But you know, a lot of the parents Some of the parents just couldn't take off work like that. And so I always felt bad for them. And if they came and asked me, I made sure and took pictures, of course, back then. Give my age here a little bit. We didn't have cell phones, right? We didn't just carry it on our cell phone. We couldn't text it or message it or live stream it or none of that stuff. So I had a camera. I would just take a lot of pictures. I had one mom that would have me come get her video camera, and I would take video of her child. And I just felt so bad for him, but I did it probably about 5, 6 parents, depending on the occasion and what it was, who was involved. Not all the kids were involved with everything. I'm going to go ahead and run one of these. While I run this stuff through. I wish they had made that where it would fit in that die. Like these, but oh well. It is what it is. For some reason they wanted it longer, and I'm sure it's beautiful, so I definitely want to tape that. This one. And this one. I'm hoping I'm not getting them confused. Okay. So I have to run another one of these. And is that it? No. Yeah. I believe that's it. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and run these through. I'm going to clean up these other ones. And yikes. And then I'll be back. Okay, I didn't go ahead and clean out the other ones. I wanted you to see how these turned out. With the cut, because this was the one, I believe. Yeah, this is the one that I'm going to have to trim. And I wanted to see if it turned out better this time, which, guess what? It didn't cut. So I'm going to have to work at this. Also, I'm just going to cut it away to get it out. Okay, let's see, did this one. Wow, did I really get those that close? Oh, it's because I cut it away. Right. Okay. So that one cut out. It didn't have no problems cutting out in the pink, so I'm not really getting it. I don't understand what's going on. Okay. We'll look at everything more closely. when we go to decorate it. This is that. Okay, now this one. That needs this. Oh, let me glue it. Not glue it. Can you imagine if I glued that? I'm just gonna tape it down, but I'm wondering, well, I'll just tape it, run it. I could bring out my marquee, but I already got it on here and everything, so I'm just gonna leave it like it is, run it through. I guess we could say I am a messy crafter. Let's start. Maybe that's what I should have called it on the channel, the Messy Crafter. I'm doing this, but this, oh, I like the way that turned out, nice and clean. Okay. I wanted to do, at least for this month, Mixed Media Monday, so I got a Mixed Media project for later on. But since I didn't finish this yesterday, I wanted to finish it first thing this morning. See, a lot of these pieces didn't cut out. I should have run it back through. I think I even said I was going to, and then I didn't. I don't know if this paper's just soft for this or what. Let's see. This paper. I'm worried about it ripping because it is so thin. And when I have to pull on it, I'm afraid of ripping it. Anyways, so yeah, I was that crying mom. Not when my son went to kindergarten, no. When he went to first grade, yep. And I knew the teacher and everything, but he wasn't a baby anymore. He was a big boy, gonna be there all day. Yeah. That was tough. I don't know. I tell parents all the time now. But, now kindergarten is full day in most places, and I don't know, maybe I would have been a mess for kindergarten if it had been that way then. But like I said too, his teacher was just amazing. His kindergarten teacher, when I left him in kindergarten, the way she greeted the parents and the kids, and it just made you feel comfortable, made you feel good about leaving them there. I mean, it makes a big difference sometimes. And shoot, now they got a lot of schools now have pre-K at the school, and those are full day. And I think, you know, once you're used to it, I guess it's fine, but I can't even imagine what I would have gone through if I needed to leave them at pre-K age full day. But we didn't have that then. And like I said, I should have been fine with first grade too, because I knew the teacher. I knew all the teachers then, and he had an awesome teacher in first grade. But I'm thinking the kindergarten teacher had been doing kindergarten for years. And I think she just knew how to make parents feel comfortable. Where in first grade, I think they don't expect parents to be bothered by first grade. I think people figure that you're used to it because your kid's been in kindergarten. Maybe that's the thing. So I hope you saw my video about the dots, the drops, the Nuvo drops. Dots, they're sticking to the acetate. So, oh, I just cut through it too. There's more detail and I just cut through it. I probably should have just done another one. See, this didn't even cut. It's there, I guess. It's just not. Just not cut all the way through. I didn't cut it thin enough. Excuse me. It could be a spot in my machine doing it, or anyways, there's that one. And then the dots. So to do the dots, I'm gonna go ahead and pause you so you don't have to watch this whole thing. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back to Lori's DIY Life. We gotta get this decorated. I have spent, probably 45 minutes cleaning out the, like, I don't know what you would call them, the honeycomb ones. This came out nice and clean, but this one, and look at this mess. And So at first I thought maybe it was the machine, maybe it was this, maybe, I don't know. I don't know what caused it. I've never had trouble with these Tonic Studio dies before, but it's not worth it. I'm not doing it. That's all there is to it. Is it the way my thing has a bow? I don't see anything wrong with these. But yet when I'm trying to get them out, there's like... See if I can find one that'll partway come out for you to see. Okay, there's like, they all got this one little spot, and it's just barely hanging on. And every single one, that one didn't, but they all seem to have that one little spot. I'm not doing it. I spent forever doing these, and I'm done. So, one side is not going to have that, the blue part. So, we're going to start with this piece, and these pieces are going to go in here, and isn't that pretty? And then when you join it with that, look at that. But man, it was a lot of work. I'm just saying, I mean, it's nice, but it's a lot of work. Okay, so first we got to put our pink layers on. And I'm just going to start from the bottom and work my way up. Did I do 2 of these? I don't see another one. And these are thin. I don't know if they're going to wrinkle with the glue. You could go ahead and put this on here. I just figure I'm just going to start decorating. And one of the reasons too that I like to do that, see how thin that is sometimes it's enough. Does it make sense? Before you put the inlay on, you'll see that it's good enough. That putting that extra on can sometimes be too much. So I like to just put it on the box or the thing you're making, whatever that happens to be, first, and then go from there. Now where's the other? There it is. I left it over here. I knew I did 2 of them. So just gonna put a little bit of glue. This paper, like I said, is really thin. So you probably won't use this thin a paper, and you can probably put more glue on. But you can see it wrinkling. That's just because it's so thin. I used the thin paper. I used a thinner cardstock to make it, because I'm not right now thinking of any uses for it, so I just wanted to show, just wanted to do a video making it. And it's cute, very cute. And there is, where it die cuts, there is a spot where these fit right in, and you just line it right up with that. So, this is where I'm going to have problems because, see, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut this off. Straight, hopefully. That wasn't real straight. I guess I'm not doing it justice now because I've just spent so much time weeding it. That I've gotten. But I do want it to be pretty. See, now that one fit perfect. Okay. So I'm putting the dotted ones on the bottom part. On the bottom one. That's the thing about the dotty one, right? Getting that glue in there. If you can get it along this edge, then that's fine, but that's a pretty narrow edge. Okay. And there's this line right here that you can use to guide you a little bit about where it should be. Okay. And now this one. I'm just gonna do this in between the holes. Oh, now I know what I did. No, no, no. I'm wrong. I was right. I was going to say these were going to have the flowers, but no, these were going to have the, those. So I did that. And just, I can't really see my line, so I'm just guessing. No, it's got to come up a little bit. There's my line. Okay. And of course, you will want to decorate it before you get it put together, but for the video, I wanted to be sure to get it put together real quick, so that's why I am having to deal with it like this. So it's still not holding it down, but when it's tied, it holds it down. I thought when I added the paper it would hold it down, but I guess not. I guess not, especially if you're using a thinner paper, it's not. See, this will be much quicker. And I'm just seeing that line here and trying to line it up on that. How you doing, Lori? Well, it looks like I messed that one up. Let me see if I can get it off. This glue is very quick. So I messed that one up. Wasn't being careful enough. It needed. I'm sorry about that, folks. But that's the way it works in my craft room. I don't know if there's any way to try to cover that up. Other than to take it apart and do it again. But like I said, for me at this point, I don't really have a use for this right now. So mostly I'm making this to show you the kit and what it does. Now see, that one lined up nicely and it didn't look like it was going to. I don't know if having that curve is making a difference in this. I'm gonna hold down these points because with the curve, they're kind of sticking up, and I can I can go in and stick it down more if I want. Okay, we also have, where are they? These. And these are gonna go in here. And I guess they should have gone on before the round. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut it across. And I should have thought about that before. So I just cut it. That piece off. There we go. So here's what I did. I just came in here, cut it straight across right there. Normally I don't do the 2 layers. I normally do the decorative on top of the original color of the box. Because I just feel like if you're going to if you want the two colors together, why not make the box the first color, right? I mean, how much easier would that have been? Does it change the look? Yes. Yeah, it does. But isn't that sweet? See, just the two colors to me. That looks good. But let's get this other layer on. And see, here again, we got the dots to deal with. Look at this. Now, the dots are not an issue. When I did these, it was not an issue. There's something happened. I was so busy cleaning all the other stuff out, it might not even have. Something happened. I don't know what happened. Okay. Now we gotta get the dots. Try to get the dots lined up. What I should do is just do like I did those and line it up with that line, and it should fall right into place. See? Isn't that nice? I think that's nice. I should have tried running it through my marquee, right? That marquee is amazing. Okay. And line it up with that line. Uh-oh. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Let's put this on. See? Isn't that nice? I just do like it. I like this pattern, and it's too bad I can't really show that side. I'm just going to leave that one off. But, okay. So now to the other decoration. Is that blue and that pink good together? I kind of thought it looked good. It's pretty bright, right? That's not going to stay on, so I'm just going to have to do these. just a spot here. There. Okay. So this is where I have the one that's not on right. And we're just going to see if we can kind of make that look okay. This one will go here. There. I should do the leaves too, but let's get this on. So we can see this, because this usually, I'm usually going to like this stuff more than the geometric stuff, but that geometric is very pretty. Well, let's face it, it's tonic, right? So tonic does do beautiful stuff. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. I wish I had talent for that, you know, coming up with that kind of stuff. I don't know which one should be the top. I don't know what's upside down for this. I can get unglued all over the place. So pretty. And now this. Put this on this side. So you're not getting a complete accurate picture of the geometric, I guess is what it would be called. Because the side panel I didn't do, but you still can pretty much see everything but that. So look at that. So this is, what would you call it? It's not really floral. There's no flowers, but it's the leaves and the flourish and that. So the flourish decoration, I guess we'd call it. And then we have, this is very impressive. And usually, like I said, I usually would prefer this, but I'm looking and that looks so nice. I like it. All right, so now we're decorated. What did I do with the ribbon? Let's get the final picture here. We got to make sure it's curved around, and this goes into there, and these got to slip in here. And then, is this, yeah, this is the ribbon I used. And then, so what I did, oh, look, it came right out, Didn't even stay in, not even for a second. Doesn't want to stay in at all. See? I don't think tying this up is going to do anything. It's almost like this made it worse. Putting the layer on made it worse. Or I thought it would have made it better because it was going to be thicker. It made it worse. Trying to tighten, but not here. There we go. Alright, so there it is, but that's not staying down. Maybe you could do something like that and put a little Velcro or something there. But then you're missing part of your decoration. Oh, you know what I'm wondering? If the layers on this one, making it higher up, has something to do with these not wanting to stick in. Curious now about that. Alright. There's the box. Thanks for joining me. I kind of like these colors together. They're pretty bright, but it's pretty together. Alright. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you'll join me again. Bye-bye now.